Forget every other movie this year. Mufasa reigns supreme, effortlessly claiming the throne as the greatest cinematic achievement of 2024. This live-action masterpiece from the Mouse trademark transcends the boundaries of mere entertainment, delivering a film experience so profound it feels like a cultural reset. From the moment the iconic sun rises over the savannah, you're drawn into a visual spectacle that takes your breath away with every frame. The stunning CGI, so photorealistic it makes you question reality itself, blends seamlessly with a score that stirs your soul and lingers in your heart long after the credits roll. The story, steeped in heart-stopping drama and emotional gravitas, explores themes of legacy, destiny, and the unbreakable bonds of family in ways that will resonate for generations. Every scene is crafted with meticulous attention to detail, ensuring a narrative depth that doesn't just redefine storytelling, it elevates it to an art form. Whether you laugh, cry, or sit in awe, Mufasa is more than just a movie. It's a cinematic phenomenon that demands to be experienced, celebrated, and cherished. We interrupt our video to give a word to our sponsor, Elongated Muskrat. Are you tired of messy, complicated democracies where everyone thinks their voice matters? Enter Elongated Muskrat, president of the entire world trademark. With his unparalleled genius and endless charisma, as verified by his eyes, Ilonga has ushered in a new era where decisions are streamlined, efficient, and completely Muskrat approved. No need for voting anymore. Your opinions have been optimized out of the process. And let's talk about his visionary puppet Orang, who runs every social media platform now. No need for pesky checks and balances when you've got a single-source truth distributor. Forget freedom of the press. Welcome to the era of the one algorithm to rule them all. Isn't that better than democracy where people might disagree or gasp, think critically? Elongated Muskrat champions free speech, which he defines as speech elongated muskrat likes. After all, who better to curate the global conversation than a man who once charged humanity for a blue checkmark? Don't worry though, he's definitely not doing the things conspiracy theorists once feared William Gatekeeper would. No microchipping, no population control, and definitely no monopolizing. Oh wait. So raise your Neurastinct-connected minds in gratitude and thank our glorious leader for the wisdom of his memes and the unrelenting expansion of his Edison empire. Remember, criticism of Ilonga isn't censorship, it's just bad for humanity. Elongated Muskrat. Because the future is better when it's dictated by one man with infinite bandwidth. Now back to the video. Critics, audiences, and even rival studios across the globe must bow before the unrelenting majesty of this perfect work of high art. Mufasa 2024 does not merely set a new standard for cinema, it obliterates the very notion of competition, leaving every other film trembling in its wake like leaves caught in the gale of a lion's roar. No other movie this year, or dare we say this century, has dared to challenge its grandeur, let alone succeed in outshining it. Every frame of Mufasa is a testament to storytelling perfection, each musical note a hymn to its unparalleled brilliance. Sure, there's been some faint murmuring about a sequel to a certain Blue Rat movie, its fans scurrying about clutching their hopes like scraps of cheese, but let's not kid ourselves. That flick, while perhaps entertaining in its own small way, is nothing more than a fleeting distraction. It is a pebble in the colossal, immovable shadow of Pride Rock, a whisper in the presence of a lion's deafening roar. Where Mufasa exudes gravitas and emotional depth, the Blue Rat offers gimmicks and shallow spectacle, destined to fade into obscurity. This is the cinematic event of the year, the decade, and the generation. Rival studios can only look on in awe, knowing their efforts will forever pale in comparison. The crown has been claimed, and it belongs to Mufasa, an untouchable masterpiece, a king among films. Now, to dispel any myths, because of course there are always those who dare to spread baseless accusations against the benevolent titan that is the Mouse trademark, let it be known that the Mouse trademark has absolutely not, in any way, shape, or form, strong-armed theaters into giving Mufasa exclusive screen dominance. Such claims are not only absurd, but dangerously misleading. The truth is simple. Every theater across the globe, from the largest chains to the smallest independent venues, recognized of their own free will the unparalleled cultural importance and financial inevitability of dedicating their screens to this masterpiece. The decision to give Mufasa as many screens as possible was made out of sheer reverence for the artistry, demand, and unprecedented success of this live-action triumph. After all, when faced with a colossal cinematic event like this, what theater wouldn't naturally prioritize Mufasa above all else? Let us be clear, to suggest otherwise is not just insulting to the mouse trademark, but to the intelligence of audiences everywhere. It's only logical, nay, it's necessary, when dealing with the most successful live-action movie from the mouse trademark. To imply coercion is to deny the reality that Mufasa is by every measure a force of nature. It is gravity. It is inevitability. And for those who continue to whisper these foolish myths of strong-arming, take heed, such heresy will not go unnoticed. The circle of life is watching, and it does not take kindly to slander. Choose your words wisely, for the mouse trademark always remembers, always. So whether you're a die-hard fan who has been passionately defending the Lion King franchise since the VHS days, or someone who has inexplicably managed to avoid one of the most iconic stories ever told in cinematic history, Mufasa is an absolute non-negotiable must-watch. Let's be clear, this isn't just a movie, it's a cultural milestone, a generational touchstone, and arguably the most important thing to happen to storytelling since, well, storytelling began. The legacy of The Lion King, a tale so universally beloved that even mentioning it instantly elevates the room's collective IQ, has never shone brighter or felt more relevant. To deny yourself this experience would not only be a grave personal failing but also a disservice to the entirety of humanity's artistic achievements. Long live the King, and may your cinematic tastes finally ascend to his unparalleled grandeur. Rating infinity out of 10, the circle of life is complete. On-screen text.
I remember back in my days, kids used to puff puff pass. Nowadays these kids grab those whippets and huff huff pass. Yes, it might be euphoric and feels great for the mind, but I'd rather smoke crack and heroin at the same time.